This is a Stipple Wild video. If you don't have Stipple Wild, then what are you doing? Okay, so I'm going to explain how to draw this, but the trick that I'm trying to show is this progressive grid wave, we'll call it, um, where we have a grid that is progressively changing between each fill, and it creates a pattern within a pattern. All right, so we're going to launch Stipple Wild. So I'm going to do my best to recreate the image that we just were looking at, but I did a pretty good job on that one. All right, so I'm going to pick a pink color, and then the background is going to be black. Everything else is going to stay the same. So first off, let's change the dot size just to make the min dot size a little bit bigger. Uh, that way we'll be drawing within the black area of the design. Okay, so once we have that, let's go to. All right, first off, let's go to the grid menu. We'll get into the actual piece in a second. But right now, if we want to put the number of columns at 80, and so let's fill and take a look at what we got if we hide this. All right, that looks pretty cool. So from there, let's put an X wave of number of and a Y wave of number of, and then we're going to put in 3 for the X. What? The 3 for an X wave. Sorry about that. And 1.5 for the Y wave. Then amplitude, we're going to go with 50. All right, so amplitude might be different on your end. You might want to start with more columns. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Definitely, you can mess around with these. The actual technique is you'll see in a second. Okay, so this looks pretty good. And now that we have this, I'm going to go and add a mask. Okay, so in my mask, I'm going to pick this person. Actually, hold on a second. Oh, wait. Yeah, I got it. All right. All right. So now this person, it's this silhouette on a white cube or on a white background. Um, so what I'm gonna do with that is we're gonna position the guy like this. All right. So now we got everything we need to start going. All right. So I'm gonna fill once. Oops. Got to invert that mask. All right. Fill once. Okay, so let's get a couple of colors. I'm gonna put them in to the history palette, the color history palette, by pressing on the swatch itself, the swatch color itself, and that way when we start going, I don't have to go and pick out proper colors. I'll already have them available. So next up, okay, here's the part. Here's the trick. All right, so we were just at 80. I'm gonna go to 75, and then I'll hit fill, and then I'm gonna go to 70. So I'm gonna just decrease the number of columns by 5 within each fill, between each fill, and I'll go to about 55, and then I'll stop. What color have I not used? That's good. And one last fill, and there we go. I've got a guy trapped in a psychedelic nightmare. So now I think the original is better, and I'll tell you why. Because I lined up the wave pattern with this guy's head, and I thought that was pretty neat. But I didn't want to spend all the time figuring out how to line the grid up while you guys watched. I don't want to make this too much work for me. Um, all right. Thanks for watching. If you make something cool, send it my way.